If you want an 8-pack like this, at whatever age, then let me show you the 2 exercises I used to get this 8-pack at 16. And really the main 2 exercises you really need, kinda all you need. And we started with a cable, um, push down. I don't really know what this is called, but basically you grab the cable machine and put it above your head with a straight bar. Voice crack. Sorry, with a straight bar and keep your back kind of straight, or not kind of, keep your back straight, not hunched over. And when you're going down, just control it with your core on the way down and on the way up. Feel your core extracting on the eccentric, and don't let yourself rest at the top or bottom. Just kind of give it a good squeeze at the bottom and come up before your core gets disengaged and go back down. And I promise this will work your upper, but mainly your mid core so well. And it's really the only exercise you need for your upper and mid core. You can throw in maybe like um, a fully sitting up like crunch just to kind of fully target that upper 2 cores, but you don't need to. This will get it already. So yeah, just the one thing is you have to get on the ground. Your knees have to get on the ground, so is that. But if you don't mind doing that, which I don't, then yeah, go get the gains, I guess. You just gotta make sure your whole leg, and instead of keeping a gap with your foot, make sure your feet are just on the ground. Like, the more your body is actually touching the ground, like from your legs to your feet, the easier you'll be able to control just your core to do the movement. So, yeah, um, there's that. And then these leg raises we went into. At first, I threw on a 35 pound and just kind of held it with my feet, um, which isn't that good to do, but this is really good for hitting the lower 4 core, muscles, and it's the only thing you need, honestly, as long as you do slow, controlled, and really feel your lower core being worked. If you don't, because it's really easy for your hips and your hip abductors to take over in this movement, then, just go to a machine or something and something that'll simulate, sorry, this movement, because there's multiple things that do it, but this if you know how to get your core engaged here, this is the best way, honestly. And I kept my knees kind of bent, one, to hold the weight with my knees, but also so my core is also always staying in that stretched position, never getting a rest at the bottom. Because if your legs are straight out like this, at the top, you get a good squeeze, but they're kind of getting, like you just swing it up at some point and using your hips. And on the way down, once you stop, your core is not engaged here until you get to about here. This is all your hips, but with it like this, you're not coming down to this hip movement, so you're just staying in this little core area right here. So that's why I do them like that, just so y'all know. It does make it feel a little easier, but over time, like as you're doing the reps, it'll get harder and harder because your core's not getting a rest. So yeah, and if you can use a band like I did to hold the weight, I noticed, which I don't think you'll see in the recording, but if you kind of hold the chains up a bit, um, it'll, like, hold the weight for you without, it falling as much, so you kind of just hold it in between your legs and, you know, grab the chain like this and just go doing it, and the weight will stay a lot steadier. Because 'cause you'll probably notice in the clip that I'm struggling to keep the weight steady. This is my first time ever doing oh my god, voice cracks, doing 35 pounds on this movement. I normally do, like, 25, so yeah, but um, I hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording before I get another voice crack, cause oh my god. And yeah.